Radiant team, ban. Dire team, pick.
Race King!
Radiant team, pick.
Bristleback!
Dire team, pick. Prepare for battle. Thirty seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Illusion.
Too slow!
Haste!
First blood.
I would give all this, and my blood too, if it meant the Skyrath Scion were restored.
Closing time.
What the hell?
Carrie,
Dude,
go
that's
ahead.
who's in charge of the camera here, Blitz? Jesus, dude, we're just talking.
hear what you guys
It's
are
really
saying.
hard.
No,
No, your job is simple. Your job is simple. You mind the camera and the game. You told
I
me
easily have the hardest job out
Wait,
of
let me
all
just
of you
say,
guys.
you said to me at the start of this broadcast, don't worry, I'm a professional player. I'd be amazed if I miss anything.
Yeah, you actually did professional.
And I immediately thought, well, I hope he fails miserably for that hubris. How dare you?
I have to have confidence, man. I'm a mid player.
You're doing awesome. Keep it up. Where's the chat wheel?
Don't stop. Yeah, so
Don't worry. So they have this ugly courier. Look at this thing. He's like a flying bulldog. I don't think I've ever seen that courier. Yeah, look at
is
that.
that what
thing.
it is? It's called a faker. That's if you notice what the name is.
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, possible trouble here. Ping's going down. AA and Marana.
What the stack?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
do.
know, yeah.
So oh, there's an arrow. No, sorry, just some goose.
You play against Tinker and you give him ancient stacks like that, I don't think, like, you always want to contest it, like ward it, do whatever you can to stop him.
You don't want to just give them free farm. The big thing about why they're stacking the ancients right now is that it's the safest way to farm. It's on your side of the field. Everyone can easily get there, and it's just really easy to farm it without any issues at all.
Very quickly, so we can show people the stack of
And
ancients. So
basically
right.
what you do is you use Tinker's third spell, March the Machines.
On mid.
Oh,
Q's
this is
gonna go
gonna
on
like
G.
Reason in trouble. I think he ate
He
an
got
arrow
arrowed,
there.
yeah. Oh.
G, laser,
bottle.
QO is gonna take some time. Where's he gonna go?
He's gonna
got
go
his
down.
weapons. Okay, so they got one, they're gonna give up on Brew. He's level 5, so he doesn't have his ult yet, but...
Yeah. Okay, so back to the ancients. Basically, Tinker
Yeah.
uses third spell, which is called March the Machines, and it does like AoE damage, and he can refresh his spells with his rearm, which gives him all his spells like completely, like he didn't cast them, and then he just keeps on doing that and kills all the ancients and gets lots of gold.
Because they're one of the few spells.
Oh,
that
an arrow's
actually
gonna fly in
damage
on
them.
mid.
Oh,
He's so
QO
tanky,
eats
though.
it, rocket as well, and a laser, and a flare, but it's not enough damage. Because he still isn't 6 yet. Okay.
Really trying to keep him down right
They
now.
are. Well, he's a whole
Jonathan's doing
level.
a
He's a
fantastic
whole level
job.
behind G. So let's just imagine. So he doesn't have his ult yet. G is well. He's got 500 gold, so he's still quite a way to go till his boots travel. 1500 gold more needed for the rest.
This is a carry Skyrath mage actually. He's got 32 last hits, which is the most in the game. He's been relatively uncontested. This is actually the first time I think I've seen myself personally carry
What do you think of
Skyrath.
that?
And then you compare both carry heroes. They're such like mid-game heroes. It's gonna be like, I'd say in about 5-10 minutes, it's just gonna explode in this game.
It's like a support rate.
Yeah.
Oh
Great game,
man,
yeah.
I feel awful about that. Because he's so awesome, dude. In comes Jota.
Q's gonna go
He
on.
splits.
He's gonna pop
He's
his
gonna
ult
chase
too.
G down. There's the boulder. This should be a dead G. He's
Yeah,
out.
he's a good
Laser though, and he's able to walk away. Lots of TP support coming in. They drop the rock. G finally goes down, killed by the Brewmaster. Oh, the Skyrath doing an absolute ton of damage. He's trying to get away. QO chasing him. Gets him with the slow. There's a golem after him. That's terrifying. Run, dude.
Oh, and March is gonna go down here as well now.
He has phase boots, remember? He's quite
March,
fast.
run! Don't have hook. He's only level 4, the clockwork. And in comes the whip. Bottles up, heals up the March, and he's cool. Wow. Okay, so 4-1 to VP. MVP looking in a little of trouble in terms of how this is going. I think the
It's quite
problem is
even
that
though in the graph.
It is,
In terms
but
of the gold graph, it's actually quite even. In terms
I
of the
think
experience
Tinker's
graph,
doing okay. That's the thing.
yeah.
Okay, how many last hits has he got actually?
I'm worried though for like.
See, he's fourth. Wow, so Brew out-farmed him. Okay.
And G's gonna get gone on again.
Yeah, he's got the March down though, so Reason can't stay around too long, and Q actually has to back up. So that's the power of March, is that if you want to fight him, you're going to have to fight in his robot army, and that's no fun.
I think a G's skill build.
A is gonna actually get gone on, but I don't think he's gonna go
he's-
down. And Illidan comes in now.
Oh, that'll
Oh my
do so
God.
much damage to him, and he finally goes down as well. So this carry Skywrath picking up 3 kills already.
And the arrow goes down. March is gonna get nailed.
March! Oh dear, he's in trouble too. He dies. Illidan with a double kill. He is 4-0, and he's leading the way in farm. So fantastic start for Illidan.
Kyo's gonna go in on mid. I don't actually know if he's gonna go down. They can't stand in this March.
He gets that March down. And the
never
laser means
stopping.
Kyo misses. Manages to get him actually. Kyo's going to die to the tower. One more shot
No.
should do it.
Oh,
Just.
okay.
Oh, there's an arrow coming up there as well. So he drops. So lots of exchanges. Brutal exchanges. 7-2 now. Reason limping back to base.
Team gone for kind of a late game kind of carry at all, really. I guess Bristleback is kind of the only one getting any sort of farm on MVP that could maybe transition into late game.
Yeah, and they absolutely need him to. In the early stages of this game right now, VP are kind of doing what they're not supposed to. They're winning the early exchanges, and a lot of it is just simply through Illidan and Jada rotating constantly. I think Illidan's already gone bottom. He's killed 2 heroes off the bat. That's so huge for them. Skywrath Mage is one of those heroes. He's got 0 armor, not a lot of health. He's one of those heroes that has to go on the offensive, and he's doing a really good job of that.
Yes. 37 and 16, so he's got 37 last hit, 16 denies. A deny is when you kill an enemy creep, a friendly creep, and deny the money for it. Friend there, but March comes around the back though. So much damage going down. That stun from Wraith King is a nice setup. Arrow 2 dodged by March, but he manages to look at that spammable stun from Skeleton King. And he's just going to run into the shop in case he tries to go in there. Going to get the final blow? No. Illidan with another double kill. That's back-to-back double kills. He is 6-0. That's ridiculous.
The silence against the Brew couldn't even get his ulti off. Oh my god, and
Reason, run! Oh, that
stopping.
stun, it's every flipping 2 seconds. But wait, Phoenix could get a double kill here. Can he get enough on an S?
Oh my god!
He does! It's a double kill for Rev. Very well done. He manages to pick up 2 kills. They dived a little far, they got a little low. G's farm. Still hasn't got his boots of travel, but it is only 9 minutes in. I guess so. He's got plenty of time. Illidan is 7-0. 7-0. Unbelievable. So, Blitz, are you not going to be talking for the rest of this cast? Oh.
okay, he's gone.
That's a go. Blitz
See
has
you later,
technical
Blitz.
problems. We'll fix them before the next game when we've got like 2 minutes. But don't worry.
Just got level 6 as well, so hopefully they can make something happen with that.
Shane, it's you and me, buddy.
They're away from each other and I can't hear you.
How's it going down that end of the
It's
table?
pretty cold.
It's cold. I'm cold. I didn't even bring a jacket with me, or oh no, I did. It's here on the back of the chair. I'm such an idiot. Okay.
Fine.
So QO, or does he know Jotun's tucked in the woods here? Get the fortification
They have to
down
know
the
something,
tower.
but they
that
still
means
have
it
the
takes no
Brewmaster
damage,
ulti and
but,
stuff.
They do, and I think they're going to set something up here. Arrow misses, and coming around the side is G, but he's just going to go. Is he going to go in here?
Oh my god, huge deny from Jot.
Marana, did she leap deny? Just denied.
Clicked it. Even she only has brown boots as well. She actually doesn't have any damage
Yeah.
items at all.
My
It's-
goodness.
Oh, and the hook
the
on
hook
March!
goes in! Did they get someone? Oh, but he goes right in. There's a column there as well. Lots of cox damage. March pushed all the way back into the trees.
Keeping him alive though with the bottle regen.
Oh, QO.
Did he
Should-
have a
the
reveal?
Maro! They haven't even
But
revealed. It doesn't matter. The
the
column will
AoE.
burn him down. Okay, so Io got him with the spirits.
Also the
burn
AoE
from
damage from the
might have
Warlock
done it.
column.
Yeah. Can you hear me down there at the table? Take
It's pretty
one ear
hard.
off.
Okay, maybe...
If shorten the headphones, shorten the headphones, so, because look, we both got similarly sized big bald heads, so if you just take one earphone off and
Okay.
shorten the headphones and leave it off one ear, there you go. Oh, that's a nice, oh, chickens! But Skywrath, oh god, that poor guy, he died in like 2 seconds!
Seal gives them just so much damage with the Tinker
It's really
spells.
clever.
It's insane.
So, I wonder if they're going to front up here about... No, they're not going to do anything. There's the Ancients, G farming them again. How close is he to his, a little way off.
Yeah,
He's 2-2-1. He's only had 46 last hits. How quickly should a Tinker have?
I think if you have
boost
like
of travel?
complete free farm and no one bothers you, you can get it at like
Yeah.
8 minutes or something like
Yeah.
that. And also with the Ancient stack as well, but he'll have it after this stack, no problem.
He will. He's got 1800 gold. Once he kills these few, Ancients are worth a lot more money. That's why they're worth stacking. The big Ancient is worth like over 100 gold. See, he got 120 for that. This will be boosted travel, and now he's online. He's bought the recipe, and now Tinker can do what Tinker does.
Just TPs around the map and farms everywhere, and just add so much
Behind
pressure.
this top tower. If you kill the tower yourself when it gets low, your team, the enemy team gets half the money that they would otherwise, so it's not as much fun for them. So G is going to go back to base.
Lane, they're going on QO.
Oh, look at this, the Cogs and Scarafel is just disgusting. Illidan is on a monster kill streak. He is 802.
RSR's battery assault does magical damage, and with the Ancient Seal it does insane amounts of damage.
He's bought Rod of Atos. I remember when Blitz thought that was an amazing item because he bought it in a game having never bought it before, and it was like, dude, Rod of Atos, best game,
It's
best
okay,
item.
so basically it just slows them down with a cripple, and it's 60% slow, and what is it, 10-second cooldown?
Ridiculous. I mean, so the Rod of Atos will slow people down 60% slow. That means they're basically even worse than someone with no boots.
In
top lane, we have a fight.
RSR getting a solo kill on a Shadow Shaman. That was beautiful.
The power, oh dear, the Mirana ult to try and escape, but the spirits, one more spirit, it was just an orbit short.
Basically,
So,
you can control the little spirit balls.
You can bring the there, you see. So now his little spirit, this is called his spirit, this is one of his spells, orbits IO, and he can extend or decrease the orbit radius.
Yeah, you just press.
And it'll hit anybody, even if they're invisible.
And though, I think they want the...
hit the arrow, just misses. Illidan though, Jesus,
look at the damage.
This. He's just going to TP out. There's the ult though.
Holy crap!
That was close. Okay, so Forev just TP'd out, so he just used the TP scroll to teleport back to base. If you don't have a stun, you can't interrupt it, and since NS wasn't there yet and Jock had nipped his arrow, he was able to TP out. Lumi has reconnected with the game. That's good to know.
If you remember in the ban stage, VP wasn't it MVP that banned all the silencers. They banned Doombringer, they banned Silencer, and then VP picks up the Skyrat Mage to silence the Brewmaster or the Warlock when they set up a team fight. It's
nice, really, really nice. So this bot tower, VP should pick this up. They're ahead 14-6 on kills. In terms of net worth and graphs and things, we could look at those if we get a chance, Mr. Observer, thank you. The XP graph, they are up by 4,000 experience, and in terms of gold, well, they're doing pretty well there too. So this could be a fight bot actually. Forever trying to catch someone. If they could just turn around and own him, I think. But they don't know where his team are. That's the problem. They're all here. AA decides to go for it. Gets Phoenix in the cogs, but kills Goffring.
in comes the Brewmaster.
This could be very bad, but AA is just... Is he going to be able to walk away? No, he goes down. Rock is doing a bit of damage too. They're going to have to fight in the march here, but the Brewmaster doesn't care about that. Johnson hides in the woods. G's going to run away. He gets spun up in the air. This is by one of Brewmaster's sort of three... When he ults, he becomes three things. QO in trouble. He's so slow, my goodness. But I don't think the Skywrath ult... He doesn't have the mana for it. They managed to get one. Are they going to get Illidan? This would be a lot of money for whoever kills Illidan. It's going to be about 1,300. It's 1165 gold because
The Bristleback is like 2,500 gold now.
the longer the kill streak, the more money you get when you kill that person. So he was 7-0. I think maybe even 8-0. He was 9-0. So in other words, he got 9 kills without reply. And when you do kill him, that means you get a lot of gold for doing so. It's not the highest. I think the highest is like 1,460. I think is as high as the bounty goes. I think something like that anyway. But
Bristleback, their mechanism. All of a sudden, MVP's team fight is even better.
absolutely. So these are the Serpent Wards. This is the Shadow Shaman ult. They're very good at pushing towers down. Although on this occasion, VP are just going to farm them because, as you can see,
you kind of need to protect them because it's only 2 hits to kill each of them.
Which is that's the sort of thing that I tend to do. But you shouldn't do that. Don't waste the wards. He'd also use them in the fight.
Still has 2,500 gold. I guess he'll be trying to get a Blink Dagger.
Titan does Skywrath need here? If he's got the Rod of Atos, what do you get on him now? I mean, he needs
okay,
mana.
so
We
basically at the start of that team
in
fight, what happened? Yeah, he used all the spells and he just stood there. Like he was like, okay lads, I can't really do anything else. So some sort of mana regen will be good. I guess you could get a Bloodstone on him. I've never seen this carry Skyrat Mage in a professional game, I don't think. And Illidan does kind of interesting stuff anyway, so...
He's going to get like a Dagon or something like that. Because he's got the curse thing, what is it called?
The
again?
Null
The
Talisman.
Ancient Seal means he takes 45 more damage. And then if you have that with his ult...
it's
Dagon plus his
overkill, I
ult,
think. I think basically now he just needs to sustain in fights with mana regen and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, there are 3 heroes that MVP have that he could basically nuke in like a split second with his ult and Dagon and Ancient Seal.
Like a hex, or you could get maybe.
I think that would probably be the better move, and then you could deal with the trouble man like Bristle or
Yeah,
Brew.
yeah.
Because you've got the silence, you've got the hex, you could finish them off.
Yeah, Yule Scepter, which I don't think is that bad in this game either.
And that would counter the the annoying spinning that the Brewmaster does. Because we saw that in that fight that they got him spun up in the air.
Impressive wards coming in from Jopping here.
Just to say, when we say a hex, we mean a scythe of vice,
Oh,
which
yeah.
turns people into a sheep for, is it 4 or 5 seconds? 3.5 seconds. And in that time they just run around literally as a little sheep.
Okay, I think.
Actually, yeah, a pig. And it's like a good way to lock down a powerful opponent in a fight is you
Anything
hex
when they're
them.
big.
This is, confusingly enough, also the name of the Shadow Shaman spell, Hex, which turns people into a chicken, of all things. So G is doing what Tinker does. This is what you do. You use... It is the worst thing in the world to have to play against. You use your Boots of Travel.
Let you do
With
anything.
Boots of Travel you can teleport to any friendly creep or structure. Uh-oh. Oh, he might just do enough. Does he have the rearm?
Oh,
He
the
was gonna try to
damage!
TP out! Enough damage coming down from the Skywrath ult. It's called Mystic Flare. You've seen it a few times. It looks like some kind of ion cannon from space being shot down. It does a ridiculous amount of damage.
The ancient seal from Skywrath is from Milladin.
It's huge.
It's insane, like. Like Brewmaster, for example, where in team fights he wants to get in, cast one spell and then ulti, or when he's low, so he can absorb some damage. And in this, he just can't get anything off because he just gets blown up.
Because all you have to do is camera work. He's yawning. He just he turned to me in mid conversation and yawned. How rude is that?
My God. You can talk like this if you want.
I can do it to you
Yeah,
guys.
lean into
Go on,
Shane's mic.
say something.
Hello.
Mouse is weird. It's got like acceleration on the mouse wheel.
Yeah, everything's. We don't have mouse mods either.
This is the worst setup ever, and I wish I hadn't come. I'm only kidding. Please don't send me home, Gabe.
I like it here.
So, Illidan has 1,000 gold. I don't think he has something coming out in the courier. Here we go. This will tell us a lot. Nope. It's a...
No.
He's not getting a BKB, is he? I think he might be, you know? He's got the Ogre Club.
Surely isn't. Maybe.
Axe. QO.
gonna TP
Illidan tries to TP out. He makes it. Wow. I think he had less than 100 health there.
Pop the gun
Wow.
on.
NS will go down. A couple more bonks. He's coming back. This is Skeleton King's ult.
But
He
there's no
resurrects,
backup from the
but
team,
there's-
like.
he's just dead.
Yeah,
He's just basically
all
going
about
to
the
come back
blow.
to life. Throws a spiked stun at QO. And Phoenix is on a mega kill streak. He's actually 5 and 2. Going on.
Doing serious work in this game.
Doing work, yeah. The thing is, him and Wisp will be pretty gross.
that
So,
game.
just to let people know who are maybe new, Bristleback's ultimate is called Warpath. The more spells you cast, it stacks up. You do more damage with your right click, you move faster. Oh, that hook catches QO. There
He
goes
doesn't
the
have mana
clutch,
for
but
ulti
wait a
yet.
second. Chaotic Offering doing a lot of work. The Mystic Flare misses.
Mana for ulti, and then G take.
Reason gets exploded,
Ooh.
and they use the Mirana ult. G needs to be very careful here. Bristleback's going to chase him down. Phoenix, nice cogs, traps him in. But
He's so
Clockwork
tanky.
dies. He's just dumping everything on it. That was a Dagon from Tinker, that sort of zap effect. It's
Oh,
it's going to live. Skywrath coming in with the save.
he has an arrow in
Careful
1
here, I
second.
think. They don't want to give free kills away. I think they just may as well back up.
He's just sitting outside the fight, just like throwing all his spells. So basically, Skywrath spells all have really low cooldown, and you can just
Yeah, they
spam
really do,
them.
but high mana
Yeah.
cost. So his ult costs 575 mana. I think, unless I'm much mistaken, the most expensive spell in the game. Is it not? 575?
It goes up to 800 at level 16.
So yeah, but his ult, right? I mean, so 800 mana. 800. Most people don't even have that much bloody mana.
I think it might be. Yeah, it sounds about right.
He doesn't have the highest ink gain because that's Pugna. So as you level up, you gain intelligence, you gain agility, and you gain strength. Each of those attributes does different things depending on your hero. One of them or the other is more important. So for instance, Skeleton King.
He's stat for each hero.
Exactly. So Skeleton King is a strength hero as his primary attribute. So he wants to focus on items that give him more strength, like Power Treads, which give you attributes, and he's got them set to strength. So with Skywrath Mage, you want to try and stack intelligence on him, so he has more mana, does more damage with his right click, although that's not really his thing.
He's more about the
spells.
It's interesting that he went for an Ogre Club. I guess if he does get a BKB, he can just not care about Brewmaster or Shadow Shaman with all their lockdown.
Here's a question, right? The Tinker March is physical damage, right?
Positive damage.
Right. So alright. So we're going to try and avoid getting into damage types.
Okay.
Because it's I don't even bloody
I don't
understand
know
it.
what it is.
And I'm a Dota genius. Blitz doesn't even understand it. So anyway.
He's looking confused. He's like, I don't know what any of this means.
So there are different damage types. You've got magical damage, physical damage, composite damage, as Shane has pointed out. So it does a bit of both. So does that mean that if you are fighting in March and I put the Skywrath Mage Ancient Seal on you, which means you take extra damage, so the March then becomes even
The
worse
silence on QO and mid.
and gets trapped in the wards. That was a nice. So they
used
smoked
a lot
up
on
there.
him though.
They smoked up, went round the back and gave him the old goosey goo. Managed to get Illidan. So that's pretty big.
Push though, this is the thing. Like Tinker just God stands there spamming March of the Machines, and all of a sudden they don't have Shadow Shaman wards for the push.
You dare not push too
A
high.
Brewmaster split, and they have Chaotic offering in 6 seconds. So if they want to fight, I think they're happy enough fighting. But
He has his Dagon. Is it just level 1?
they're just sitting on the high ground.
Yeah.
I think they have to get the Ancient Seal off though, and Skyrath's dead.
He's just waiting. I think they need Illidan there. They've got the March. They're just going to try and defend this tower. They don't have a creep wave with them now because it died. They don't have the wards, obviously. If they hadn't used wards, I don't know if they would have got that kill. That's the thing.
I think so too. But March has just finished his Agnums on Warlock as well.
Yeah, and he does. Just
What's
make it.
the story with his skill build? He only has 2 levels in Fatal Bonds. I guess he doesn't think that he needs more, like, and he in stats as well.
He doesn't like upheaval, I guess. But the thing is, like, if you think about, if you were the Tinker, upheaval plus March would be pretty legit. But anyway, if you have the Tinker there and you're fighting in March and you get him with the upheaval, that would be nice. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. If they had Warlock, then you could take upheaval and it would be good. But otherwise, it's probably a skill that nobody ever uses. Although I met a guy who said it was the best Dota skill in the game. He's great.
He has a lot of burst damage.
Oh my god! G can kill. I don't know about Bristle or
Anytime
Brew,
they want.
but they can.
No, they can. I think.
That Bristle, we saw them that last
Only kill
fight.
Brew, but
yeah,
maybe
they
not.
could kill. They could probably kill Brew, but maybe he could get his ult off. I don't know.
But he'll be silent.
He could be, yeah, but he could maybe get his ult off the moment he sees him coming. But that's about it.
Okay, yeah. Well, the range on Ancient Seal is actually really long, and it's an instant cast as well.
Yeah, it is actually. Gyrath seals the targeted unit with an ancient rune.
Radiant's middle tower is under
God,
attack.
silences are the worst, man.
He's going to be a BKB from Illidan. I guess
he's got mech and he's got blade mail. So blade mail, when you cast that, it returns damage. So basically, any damage you take goes to the person doing it to you. It's fun to pop that and run around in March of the Machines, but
or just if Skyrath ulties you, just press Blade Mail and laugh.
I think that the carry Skyrath is working out now that we're entering sort of this mid game.
They can. We just talked about it a few seconds ago. They can kill anyone in the entire game. Like, it seems pretty strong. I don't know.
But I mean, do you think you could do that generally? I mean,
Also because of how he works with Tinker, though. It's
Yeah.
like the both of them. Like Skyrath just walks around, has a little peek, looks for someone, and then Tinker just TPs in and kills them.
yeah.
Like,
But and I think the clockwork as well. That
the
initiation
idea
is good.
like they want to do this kind of global thing.
It's
yeah,
clever.
it's really smart. And he keeps on upgrading that Dagon as well. It's nearly level 4.
They're gonna smoke and do Roshan here. So this is the first Roshan of TI4. Congratulations to MVP.
Haven't done it yet.
They're
Let's
gonna
not
get
jinx it.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second.
RSR has a flare in 4 seconds.
TP's mid. No, he doesn't know. He does.
Very soon.
They must know. So they must know they're all missing. Here comes the flare.
No, he
No,
didn't.
he didn't.
Okay.
So there we go. Congratulations, MVP,
To the Radiant.
Nice.
with the first Roshan of TI4. So Roshan gives you the Aegis, and it's gone to Bristleback. And what the Aegis does is it's like the Skeleton King, sorry, the Wraith King ult. You die, you come back to life with full max. The ult, Jesus! They killed the Brit. Oh, it's brutal. But with the on the back around, Wisp buys back, Brewmaster buys back. G's trying to get out. So much damage from Flores.
They don't have any. Oh, Shadow Shaman. Why isn't he? They don't have any
Oh, the
lockdown.
heal. The Shadow Word from March just doing enough damage to heal Phoenix up there. And now they're going to get this mid tower, which is low
Okay.
anyway.
They split.
Johnson
They won it bad.
running them off. Chasing Johnson around. Does he have
He has
the
the stun, yeah,
boulder?
he
Here
has
it
the
comes. Downtime boulder. He can leap. It's down. He
As well.
can't leap. It's down for 10 seconds. Nice.
Yeah.
And a bunch of kills. So that was good for
Alright.
MVP.
Radiant's top
I think
tower
I've
is
given
under
the Aegis
attack.
to the Bristleback.
Important. He's our tankiest hero.
Beautiful.
I'm just gonna keep doing that every now and then.
Went in so close you almost kissed there actually when you were sharing that mic up, but that would have been...
I tried to, but
yeah,
it kind of pulled back
very
and I...
wily.
Damn it. Denied by Blitz again.
Illidan is 12 and 2. The only thing is I think that it's great in terms of blowing one person up. But the problem is that the Bristle could just like once Illidan's used his Mystic Flare, like Bristleback just charges at it.
Yeah, I don't know why they gave him the Aegis, that's what I was asking Blitz for, because they just kind of ignore him in team fights, and he's
Oh, he can basically live forever.
if they keep QO the Aegis, he won't get blown up like that again instead of a team fight.
I think the Bristle man. He can do the cleanup. He can run around because at the end of the fight, everybody's going to be exhausted and perhaps a little bit weary. And oh, the hook just misses. Wait a second, who'd he go for? Oh, the QO. Okay. This should be a fight. This should be a fight.
Middle tower has been denied.
Yeah, but he doesn't have an
They don't
axe
have
now.
Warlock Golem, I'm pretty sure MVP don't want to fight right now.
I think they will if they can get a free NS. They're gonna get
Okay.
him.
The
So,
hook is down, Illidan's coming in though, and he is mad.
get out of there.
Ultimate
Illidan's
misses.
ult misses. Arrow misses. They get the cogs. This is a runaway cogs.
The ward trap at the back here on G.
Dude,
Oh
they
my
really came
God.
around the other side. That was really nice, but Jotsom's able to leap away. They're fighting in the... They're
Solo
fighting in the march.
kill
They're
on
running
G.
straight through the march. They're chasing Illidan. He's all gooped up. Look how fast Phoenix is now.
Oh, it's
He's
not
gonna
on
get
him.
him! He's gonna beat him to death!
He went gold.
Touches BKB! He's running away! Doesn't want any part of this. I don't think Forever's ever stopping.
No, he's not.
Never stop!
Oh, what?
He
QO?
does stop!
QO
He gets
gonna-
silenced so he thinks better of it. Unbelievable.
Yeah, so Keen actually got a solo kill on G at the back of the fight with on Tinker. Like that's huge. Like
Perhaps out on camera. Wow. I'm
blinked
glad
and,
somebody's in
Hexman.
charge of this camera. Don't worry, everybody. Defensive cogs are a pain. They really are. I'm glad he doesn't have the bad cog set like
Tinker's
everyone
not
else
up though,
with
so
all
they
the-
can't spam March.
There's the Brew ult, goes in on NS. NS has just been the Death Lord in this game.
Oh, sorry, Rob.
He's not having the best of it. Spun in the air neatly. Tracks down. Oh, they managed to get one part of the Brew ult. Mirana ult, defensively. Chaos offering, poor old Warlock Golem in trouble. NS just run into the middle
They
of
got-
his ult. There we go!
Oh.
Phoenix! Oh my god!
Look how much damage it did to alien.
This is Forever don't mean people in Phoenix are so annoying. Okay, MVP Phoenix. Forever. He's running. Zapped!
The zaps.
And the Zaps,
Five.
they got the tower, they didn't get the barracks. So the towers are these things. I'll show you a tower. Blitz, can we cut to a tower, please? Tower.
Snap to it.
Can we show a barracks, please? There we go. These are barracks. So these barracks basically spit out the creeps that you see running around down the lane. If you destroy them, your creeps at the other end get made more powerful.
Make much sense.
Well, it should diminish them, and your creeps should. stay
Yeah,
the
that's
same.
what I thought. Yeah.
But they've got to be more powerful because then they've got to push things faster. Make the things quicker. So your creeps get sort of supercharged, if you like, by destroying the enemy barracks.
Taking the tier 3 tower like that is actually huge because it's quite difficult to get up because it's just a tiny little gap to get up that little ramp. It is.
Sorry, that sounded lewd.
You dirty bastard.
So the build on Shadow Shaman is he's going for his Ags to make his Serpent hordes even peppier than they are already. Oh, he blinks in there. Is he going to catch G?
Oh,
He can't see it.
good.
Oh, he just did it last
Pinged him.
second. The ping.
Okay, so basically Aghanim Scepter like upgrades random ultimates in the game. Like it works on probably 50-60% of heroes, and it just does different things. Like for example on Warlock, it makes him summon 2 golems instead of 1, and he has that. We saw in the last fight he was using one. You can press this as
I
well.
don't think they know Forever's here. But NS going around the back, drops a ward, and they're going to push this bot tower now. This is actually a really close game.
I don't know if MVP should have forced it so
In terms
hard.
of XP, VP are only up by a little bit, less than 2,500. In terms of gold, it's almost even. Look at that gold graph, Blitz. That's not it. There you go.
Will you take it easy on him, will you?
I always have a go. Anyway, the gold graph is almost completely even. This
Team
could
of
go
Tinker
either
always
way.
has a
That's
decent
true.
advantage in
That
a game
is
like
true.
this.
But I mean, if you look at the ranking is sorry, man. He doesn't have anything.
G gets an Ethereal Blade, as well as the Ancient Seal. Oh my god.
Jeez. So the ethereal blade turns
Can we-
the target into a sort of ghost form that takes a ridiculous amount of magic damage, but no physical damage. So you'll see it, they sort of go all weird and shiny and see-through.
Ghostly.
Ethereal, I guess. Hence the name. And then you hit him with your ult, and you hit him with Dagon, and you do disgusting amounts of damage, and they explode.
Then
Whoa, he's almost got his axe. In fact, he's only 225 gold away from it. That's the Brewmaster.
Oh, March is also really close to Refresher Orb. Oh.
Big. He's got his axe. Wait, how is he close? Oh shit, yeah, he is close actually. Oh, arrow eaten by Forev. And the Dagon there, but they decide to back up, just annoy him a little bit. And the Shadow Word heal.
Kind of surprised that MVP haven't gone for like a pipe, but considering the amount of magic damage that MVP have.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess if you get Blade Mail, you don't want to... How does that work? If you pipe and Blade Mail, if you're taking less, so you must be returning less.
Yeah, you're also doing another ward trap on G. Oh my god, what a huge bless.
This is pretty big. They managed to kill Tinker. They're going to get Jot. No, they don't get Jotin, but they do kill Illidan. He does that weird sort of flop in the air, like a pigeon getting hit by a car. No offense to any pigeon lovers out there. That was a bad analogy. He looked like a pigeon.
What kind of pigeons get hit by cars?
You serious? All the time, dude.
I don't think I've seen him.
Back me up here.
He can't back you up. Yeah.
Pigeons get hit by cars all the time. That's all I'm saying. Someone needs to do something about it. There needs to be an inquiry.
Match actually farmed up the jungle with his Warlock columns when he summoned them. Getting that cash.
Nice.
It's like mid racks again.
I think they can... So here's the thing. They're...
Buyback on pretty much panic.
They've got 20
They have it
seconds.
on
They drop the cogs. These
G
cogs,
has
you
it.
can't approach them. And they're going to stun forever. They're just trying to buy some time. Because you know, once Tinker is up, do they have Fortify? They drop the Brew ult. They're going to get AA
Doesn't
here.
want to buy back.
He's in
holding his
trouble.
buyback.
And they're going to get this Rax. This is going to be big. If MVP can get this lane of Rax, pushing. I wonder if they're going to keep it. They're just going to back it up.
G is back. He's keeping in. But it's too late. They've already got the
They're going to
Rax.
back it up. They did. They did indeed. They got the Rax.
Oh, okay.
And
So
VP are
I'm
now
not quite sure why he didn't buy
mid-Raxes.
back. He wanted to save it for the last second because he only had like 6 seconds left till he respawned. No, but half buyback.
Okay. Oh!
Oh, what a
Jesus,
hex!
team! Nice!
Oh, what that arrows.
Arrow
Oh god.
and
Oh.
everything. A laser, an arrow, what more? Give the guy a break for Christ's sake.
In every team fight he's been singling out G, so I don't blame him for being a bit angry.
Payback.
And
So,
a BKB just finished.
His wards are going to be up in 4 seconds, the Serpent wards. So I wonder which tower they're going to go top or they're going to go bottom. It's weird because G hasn't been able to really...
With a blink dagger on Shadow Shaman,
yeah.
basically
He gets in
aggressively blinks towards G and locks him down because in
Got to do that.
teamfight G is actually quite aggressive in the way he blinks because he wants to get in on Dagon and get his Marsh
He's
off.
tanking up now. He's got a plate mail. Is he going to turn that into a Shiva's? He's going to, right?
I think so, yeah. He was guard.
So Shiva's Guard is an item that gives you a load of armor. Oh, NS is going to initiate here. Reason is going to get melted, silenced, exploded by the Skyrath ult. But NS still hasn't gone down. Now he does. They're going to go on G as well.
If he just finished on Bristleback,
Cogs catches 2. A sad place, but he's going to live. Quo and March, a double kill for Illidan. Oh, this is disaster for MVP.
wasn't up by that.
For Red Blade Mails, he wants back in. He wants back in. He's gonna fight them all. Almost. Run, dude. Wait. They know where he is. He doesn't want to die. Oh, he jumps to wants to block them! But Jotum jumps right over them, slows him down. He turns her into a chicken.
Blink of 1
This is the
second.
greatest
Blink
fight of all
yes.
time. Oh, here it comes though from downtown with a shot from Skyrath. Shoots him down. And there's the arrow!
The arrow's
just
coming out
catches
wrong.
it! And the rocket too! And the Storm, Scream, Fire, whatever it's called, I can never remember. It's called Starstorm. I was right first time. And they managed to finish him off. That was a great chase. That was some Dukes of Hazzard shit right there.
Morana has actually gone for the Diffusal Blade, which is one of the best items in the game against Warlock. Because his ultimates are summons, basically the Diffusal Blade like one-shots them if you use it on him, because if it's slowing and dealing damage if it's a summon unit, and like basically nearly instant kills him. And it's like...
Yeah, so that sucks for Warlock, but he's got his axe, so he does have 2, so one of them will die. So he can refresh and have 3 golems instead of 1.
The cooldown on the Diffusal Blade is only 8 seconds. Yeah.
Second, she can nuke one. Well, that sucks for
Yeah.
him.
No, it's not great.
That guy. That is an 8-second cooldown. God, that's crazy.
Also has a set amount of charges, so you can refresh it once by
But
buying
when you
Diffusal
upgrade
Blade
it,
2.
right? When you upgrade it to Diffusal 2, which is slightly better, you refresh all the charges. So that's that.
then you can't upgrade it anymore. So if you run out of charges,
Indeed.
it's tough to
Quo goes in on Johnson, drops the split. She's going to TP out.
balls.
Oh, as the TP was finishing, he spins her up in the air to interrupt it. This is going to be a simple punch to the chops, and she dies. Quo with the kill. I was worried there, they dropped everything.
Yeah, same.
AA is going to pick up a DD, stick it in his bottle
So
for later.
RSR, it's going for Mira.
Yeah.
So I get, basically MVP have a lot of damage over time and kind of like AoE damage spells. Like basically Warlock golems do AoE damage.
Yep.
Bristleback does
Yep.
quills and that kind of stuff. And the Mjolnir item procs every time you take damage. So it shoots lasers in all different directions.
It's like an electrical storm emanating from you, or whoever's got the Mjolnir. So
Use it on anyone.
Quo and Reason are doing a little bit of a pushy push here. They have relocate, so if shit goes down, they can sort of relocate, but I think they're just going to push. This is interesting. Why would you put a sentry ward in the trees? What's that about?
There's a Mirana ulti, and basically that gives them vision a little bit in the jungle, like so you can see them properly.
That's nice. Smart. There's a ping. They know G's there. He's
but
marching. He can
the
march
trees.
from the trees. He blinks in there, marches to annoy people, but it's not quite reaching far enough. I think he blinked too far in. So actually the march isn't really doing a huge amount there, but they get the top tower for free. Need to win the next fight, and then they can get another lane of racks. They've got a good lead here. They still have all their
Basically
tier
they should
twos.
wait. They should wait a second because March has his refresher purchased, but he just needs to wait for the courier to get back to the base.
Nice. Roshan is up. I wonder if they'll go do that and then fight.
Risky though.
Yeah, it is. But life is risky, Shane.
Hogs, which is a good zoning spell from Clockwork.
You don't really want to be grouped up. Yeah,
March
they
and
have
Sheen,
March,
which is
yeah.
an
And
AoE
if anyone
damage.
runs out, you zap them with the flare. It's not great, but I think they're going to pretend they're doing it. Hope that VP go in there. Up. Arrow will miss them all. It completely cuts through the entire team. And now the jig is up.
Grub is ready.
And they run away. And I wonder now if MVP just say, well, forget it, let's just go back to pushing. So this is the strength of a Tinker with his boots of travel and rearm. He can go back to base, push out, TP back in with boots of travel, be close. Oh, for Rev.
He's just giving them a
A bit of
letting them know what's up.
a bit of goose.
Important fight though. Like
Yeah, this is tense.
if either team
This is
like fails here,
potentially game if VP lose this next fight, I think.
how pushed up the middle lane is. If VP lose a fight here, they could potentially lose
Tier 4,
yeah.
right? They could take those, the tier 4 towers are the last towers before your ancient, which of course, aim of the game, you're defending the ancient.
Spoilers.
Didn't I? Yeah, I'll ruin the ending there.
Invisible. Does
They
anyone
are
have a gem?
indeed.
They have no
they
vision.
Have nothing. They've dropped it. Oh, sorry, here's round the back. Oh, the blink
the
from
blink!
Quo! He missed the hook shot. The close go down
Warlock
anyway.
got him one.
Primal split. Jotun's
And the
gonna get
second one.
killed. That's nice. Refresh. The Warlock ulti is huge. NS gets a stun on March, but it doesn't matter if he dies. He's already used his spell.
Again by Heen. Heen has his number
He's
here.
trapped in the woods. Karev finishing him off. Triple kill for
He
Brew.
crap.
Buyback from Tinker. So he has bought back into
He
the
needs to
game.
get the
He's got to
marches
get
down.
here in March. He's got to stop this push or they're going to lose a lane of racks. And here it is. There's the March of the Machines. Everybody fighting in that, but they're just going to say, screw it, let's go and push this tower. Quite a bit of damage, but the golems will bump that tower down. Are they going to keep going here? No, they're going to back up and go get Roche.
God, that team fight was huge. Basically, I think Heen, I don't know, knows where God lives or something. Every single team fight, you just see God in wards, and he's like, oh Jesus, not again.
He gets him every time.
Can't actually escape. He can't walk because they stop you.
If you place it just right, you trap them in the middle of the wards, and you can't blink out. He does have a blink dagger, but he can't blink out because then he's going to take damage. It resets the timer, but Arslan might just nick this. Nope. Who got it? Bristle. Okay.
Brewmaster, Brewmer. Okay, so
Got the Aegis, as you requested.
when you kill Roshan, the item is dropped on the floor.
Somebody has to pick it up.
Exactly. Physically click on it.
Occasion, RSR, aka in this game the Clockwork, tried to go in with his hook and denied it by grabbing it, but he didn't actually have a free item slot, so I don't know.
Could have tried to. You can also attack it to destroy
Yeah,
it.
he could have just denied it by punching it, which you can even do that to your own Aegis, as we saw famously. I
last
can't
year.
remember. Which player was it? I don't want to say. Yeah, let's not mention it. Crushing. But anyway,
Heen is. He's just like sitting in the bottom lane, and
being drawn. Can you see the lines I'm drawing on the map?
it's a beautiful line.
Because on Blitzers it looks okay. Yeah, it's
Higher,
well,
is it?
sort of. It's hard to draw, dude. I suck at drawing. I don't know if you've noticed. You suck at drawing even worse. I've seen your drawings. I'm saying you suck at drawing, dude.
I'm amazing at it.
Can't sing, you can't draw. What can you
Jesus.
do? Your
This
rapping
is
is one of the
abuse.
worst things I've ever heard.
Okay.
I'm just getting some stuff off my test, alright? I've been holding this back for a while.
It wasn't that bad. I recorded.
People
I recorded
say-
it like 5 times, right? And each time was so bad. And then I was like, right, screw it. I'm just recording it and
So
sending it
wait,
to him. Not even
that,
listening.
the one you sent me was the good take? Never.
was the
For
one
the
I didn't
sake of
listen.
humanity's future, destroy those other takes, okay? Or
I
seal them in a
burnt them.
box and throw them in the ocean like the Blob at the end of the Blob when they freeze him. Steve McQueen. Oh, sorry, spoilers. If it was over 50 years old, I think it's free.
Yeah, 50 is a good number.
Yeah. Spoiler that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Guard is a good item for Skywrath Mage because, again, slows people down with the ice, does damage, and gives him intelligence and armor, which he lacks. So Illidan now is ready-ish to fight, I guess. But this next fight is like the one at the end of what's that movie with your man Mel Gibson there, where he fights?
Braveheart. He's it.
Yeah, that's the one. Do you know I watched The Patriot? It's exactly the same movie.
It's Braveheart, but just
It's
not
the same
in
movie.
Scotland.
It just sucks
Spoilers.
even more. NS!
Give me timing to queue up.
Yeah, he's gonna go down. His ult though will do a bit. Through ult, they're gonna chase down NS.
Yeah, he's
Illidan
ready.
is waiting in the wings. Here he comes. No, NS dead. They're gonna catch Illidan. BKBs. He just pushed the tier 4s, do you think? That's Bash! He managed to get his ult off, but they get the chaotic offering as well. AA will go down.
God, the wards are on the tower as well. How did that-
Finally, the wards on the tower. First time we've seen that, I think, in the game. He's had to use them in the fight every time, but they don't kill the Tinker. They're just going to go for the base here. Take these two lanes. Sorry, take this lane of Rags. They're going to take both these barracks here, and that's it. That's nice for MVP. I think they've good
No,
time.
they're going back. They're
Run!
not rushing. They're just going back. Wait for the.
Yeah. They're going to go back, get the creeps and go in, or what? Or just call it, take
Go
it
back
easy?
farm, then do it all
Nice.
again. Refresh.
Repeat.
KP on QO is so huge, to be honest, because
Yeah.
now all of a sudden the Skyrat, who has been annihilating them all game with that ancient
Yeah.
seal, just like does nothing to him.
So just for anybody that's a complete noob
Black King bar,
tuning
sorry.
in, the Black King bar, and what it does is, as you can see, if Blitz can show us, the cooldown goes down every time you use it. Sorry, the duration goes down by 1 second every time you use it, but while you use it, you don't take magical damage, and you can't be stunned.
From most things.
There are some things that go through it, but let's not get into complexities. We'll mention that if and when it happens.
Well, actually, the Warlock Golem is one of the things that goes through it. The stun from
Okay.
the Warlock
Goes
Ultimate.
through BKB.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are some things that go through BKB, and
Clockwork Hook is another one.
basically what happens is that while the BKB's up, for instance, the Skywrath Mystic Flare that does a ridiculous amount of
Nothing.
damage,
He
you take
basic-
nothing.
he's
And same-
basically like breathing
You can't
on
be
you.
Dagoned. Do you still take March damage because it's composite, right? So March on the machine still does
Yeah.
you damage, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway. And it's 14 and 4. He hasn't died much because he's been doing that kind of waiting in the wings thing. Why not get a 4-star on him? I mean, like, I would like that.
And Illidan?
Escape a bit, you know? Give him a bit of mobility.
I
Mirana
guess he
ult,
thinks with the
the
BKB
Mirana
and
ult
Shivas, he
makes
doesn't
everybody
really need to
invisible. That's what
escape.
that moon is over the head. It means they've...
Take us. Oh,
Mirana has used her
QO is
ultimate to make people invisible. They've been spotted out. The blink from Quo. Does he
is
want to
really
go in
close.
here? I don't think he...
Yeah, look how close
Yup.
MVP is. They're coming in from the
BP are
south.
running.
Keen is
They're
waiting
running.
on the
Here he
front.
comes. He's got friends. AA tries to TP out, but he's going to go down. Loads of damage.
They relocated to the other side of the fight.
The river. Quo on a mega kill streak. NS trying to do some work. Illidan running away from
Illidan.
Forever. Nice bash.
At the
They're gonna
back,
give us
just
a
killing
runaway.
NS.
Oh, Quo gets a double kill. Sorry, I missed that. I've been watching the chase on Illidan. Tries to TP out. Phoenix catches him 2 lanes. First hit back. Oh, he gets the hex! The blink hex from Heen, and the zap will finish him off. That should be game. Ping in the rack.
He's playing really good in this game. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they still have Warlock Golem. Yeah, it's insane.
Wow, so now
They
the,
can
the
just use it to
Warlock
push, and then
the Warlock ult is 5 seconds till it comes back, and they have Refresher Orb. So, and
Oh.
nuke this down, and this
they
this
actually
should be
ward shot
GG.
with them, I think. Oh no, he's not.
Yeah, I think he was doing in his own water movie. But anyway, they're gonna get the Saint Arax. Arrow catches Forever.
They call
He won't
GG.
mind. GG is called, and that basically means that you say, yeah, we lost. Okay, so there we go. First game of
Surrender.
TI4 going the way of MVP. Phoenix, congratulations to them. So they lead the best of 3, 1-0. VP, let's see what they can do in the next game.
round it up? Or what do we do?
I think I just did round it up.
You like an analysis or anything?
I don't know.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.